Try to zoom in a little bit more. Let me do this real time. I'm gonna try to zoom in so we can get the whole. Hold on. Let me do some nerd shit here real quick. Give me a minute, guys. I'm doing this for you, the people. Give me a minute here. Give me a minute. Hold on. I know it's a little jacked up, but I just want to see the footage. Well, let's slow it down. Here we go. Let's see what they're talking about in the meantime.
How often do you see Canelo like that?
No, that is extremely rare. I mean, we've seen him in some pretty bitter exchanges, but not so much of those. Why don't we put a pin in it, though? I think we have Caleb Plant, do we not? Yes? Let's bring in Caleb Plant now. Caleb, can you hear us?
I'm here.
There he is.
There's the champ. There's the IBF champion, the unbeaten Caleb Plant. Brian Campbell and Luke Thomas here. Caleb, can you tell us what was said when you and Canelo Álvarez went face-to-face at the front of the dais before the start of this press conference that led to the shoving and the punching?
Just normal back and forth banter. I'm going to win, you're going to win. Or I'm going to beat you, no, I'm going to beat you. Or, all right, you're going to see. And then, you know, whatever happened. So.
How is your cheek, Caleb? It looks like there's a cut and now a Band-Aid over it. Is it just a small cut or anything more serious?
Yeah, it's just a small cut. It's from my sunglasses. I have my sunglasses on, so, you know, when whatever happened, you know, it just scratched my cheek. So
what do you make of their reaction? It seems like bringing up the issues with the clenbuterol with Canelo Álvarez and obviously what happened with Oscar Valdez seemed to get under their skin.
Well, if it's not true, then, you know, what's there to be mad about, right?
Certainly, yeah. I would agree. Yeah, go ahead, BC.
Caleb, how much do you think this does to bring attention to this fight and really, I know it's not something you're focused on, but raise your name value and your star heading into what, you know, is going to go down as the biggest fight of the year on paper here for all 4 super middleweight world titles?
Well, you just said it. It's none of my concern. I'm focused on November 6th. I'm locked in. I'm focused. And come November 6th, you'll see me crowned as the first undisputed super middleweight.
Were you surprised at some of Canelo's statements today and some of his reactions? Anything about it take you by surprise?
No, I'm not really surprised by anything that happens in boxing at this point. So, like I said, I'm not worried or concerned with what he's got going on or what he's doing. I'm focused on, you know,
there was a lot you said early on about this being a story that a lot of folks can't understand. Can you explain what this would mean to win this championship, right, to unify these titles? Is there any way to describe how significant a sporting moment that would be for you?
I mean, it would be my life's work coming down to one moment. You know, I've dedicated my life to the sport. I'm a disciplined fighter. I've done everything right. I've cut no corners. And November 6th, you're going to see the product of that.
Álvarez, your toughest opponent?
I don't know. November 6th, when the bell rings, we'll find out. You know, styles make fights. And I'm supremely confident going this fight. I know I'm going to get my hand raised. So if you want to see, tune in
Caleb,
November
as we
6th.
close here, this got us super excited, obviously, for November 6th to see what happens when this goes down. How much do you believe this may play into your hands as the boxer, as the matador, to poke the bear and get him coming at you for seeking revenge?
I don't know. I don't get caught up in that. I'm focused on the game plan. I'm focused on the task at hand, and that's going in there and doing what I do best. So come November 6th, you guys tune in. You're going to see a show, and you're going to see the first ever undisputed super middleweight in boxing history.
Wait to check this thing out. Luke Thomas.
Thanks for your time, Caleb.
What's your biggest takeaway from hearing from a very confident champion, not a challenger?
So we saw that it was actually Caleb Plant who smacked Canelo. He did connect, even though Canelo kind of rolled with it. So, and then Canelo, I guess the glasses may have pressed up against Caleb Plant's face as a punch, maybe a left like uppercut of some sort. Here, let's go back and watch it again one more time. Maybe they'll get Canelo next. They already talked to Caleb Plant. So, you know, usually they get both fighters. Let's go back, look at it one more time. But not a good look, you know, because Canelo could have fucked up his money. And, you know, in 2021, we don't need to lose any more fights. So, oh, by the way, thanks for liking the video and subscribing. We do this. We cover pretty much all major press conferences weigh-ins, etc. Of course, we're going to be doing full coverage for this. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to that fight. Likely not. It's my daughter's birthday that weekend, so likely not. However, I could go out for some fight week events. I don't know. I got to start getting to a fight soon. And it's looking like I may try to go to Jamel Herring versus Shakur Stevenson October the 23rd down in Atlanta. So look, you see right there. Let me rewind it back one more time. Also, we found out that Canelo takes it as real significant disrespect if you call him a motherfucker, because he's apparently thinking that you're saying, hey, you know, not as a curse word, but yeah, motherfucker, you fuck mothers, something like, I don't know. But he really gets pissed off. And one thing I like about pissed off Canelo is his English gets really good. So I'm going to play it in real time, and let's hope that they get Canelo on. But you'll hear what he was saying. Like, he'll get real mad, like, motherfucker. Don't say motherfucker. Motherfucker, fucker. That's what he started saying. And shout out to Brian Custer. One thing I learned about Brian Custer after covering all these Showtime press conferences is that once he comes on the stage, he's coming up there to do some damage. So I was like, yes. So we're going to replay all of this in a minute. We're waiting to see if Luke Thomas and them. We're waiting to see if Luke Thomas gets and Brian Campbell gets Canelo on. But yeah, Canelo don't like being called a motherfucker. He will listen. He don't like that shit. So I'm gonna play it in real time so you can hear. Like, he's gonna be like, what? Motherfucker? Don't say motherfucker. Like, fuck you, motherfucker. Like, you know? Let me stop cussing. But no, this is a rated mature show. Sometimes I don't know how YouTube monetizes these. I hear people on YouTube have issues getting their videos monetized. I don't know how much should be slipping through the cracks. So, all right, we're going to play it in real time.
Live on Showtime pay-per-view.
Don't get...
Hold on, I'm going to raise up the volume so you'll be able to hear like how Canelo get all pissed. So hold on, because it might be a little loud for you guys. So I'm giving you a fair warning. I'm going to raise the gain so you'll be able to hear Canelo. So you might want to turn your earphones down a little bit. Here you go.
Boxing Champions presents Canelo versus Plant, Saturday, November 6th, MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Live on Showtime pay-per-view.
Don't get paid. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
What's up?
Hey, Caleb, it's all right, man. Caleb, it's all right, Caleb.
CP, you good?
Caleb, you're fine, man. Yeah, you got that.
Yeah, don't call Canelo no motherfucker. Don't say it. Don't say it. We're going to go to Caleb Plant's speech here, and I'm guessing they're not going to get Canelo, but we're going to hang in there and see if they do. Caleb did sound a little shaky. He's saying that the cut is from here. Let's get a little image of the cut here if you want to see it. Let me see if I can pull it up for you. You see it? Yeah, by the way, please subscribe and take your time out, like the video. Oh shit, we got 200. All right, we're doing it. We're doing big. Also, download the WBC app. I put the link down below in the description box so you can find my content and other content creators, and also exclusive content for the app coming soon. You can download it on Android, Apple, and Roku. So yeah, it's scary seeing him get cut because we've lost too many fights, you know, in 2021, just from COVID alone. And even though I'm not giving, you know, I have Canelo winning, I'm not going to say that Caleb Plant's going to get knocked out because I've never really seen him rocked or, you know, hurt before. Yeah, he literally took it literally like, yo, you talking about my mom? Okay, let's go to his speech because his voice was a little shaky up there. But there's a lot of money on the line, man. And, you know, I mean, I can understand the push. You can't just get pushed and, you know, not do anything. You know, but for him just to go try to smack Canelo, bro, you out of control. Like smack, open hand smack Canelo? Listen in.
Thank Al Heyman. I want to thank my manager, Luis DeCubis, my boxing coaches, Justin and my dad, the rest of my team, my wife, Jordan. I want to thank all my supporters and believers back home in Tennessee, rooting me on. I know that you guys have been supporting me for a long time, and I appreciate that. But you know, there's only one thing better than proving people right, and that's proving people wrong. And I've been doing that my whole life. Before going to the Olympics in London as an alternate in 2012, before the Olympic trials, before winning the Golden Glove Nationals, before the WSB, before any Team USA I made, before any national tournament or any regional tournament, as soon as I stepped on the stage, as soon as I came on, they started with it. What I can accomplish, what I can accomplish, what I can do, what I can't do. You see, because where I'm from, there is no boxing community. There is no other pros that I could look to and be like, man, if he can do it, I can do it. There were no other boxers that I could look at and be like, he did steps A, B, and C, so this is what I need to do to get it done. I didn't have any of that. I had this, and I had this. You see, I don't do this to be famous. I don't do this to get attention, because when we first started, it was just me and my dad, and we didn't get any attention. No one believed in us. They certainly didn't think that I'd be standing here today. I can remember when we first started, him and my grandfather scrounged up just a little bit of money to open up a little boxing gym, and I mean, it was little. I can remember it was nothing but white tile on the floor. And we had a ring taped off on the floor with nothing but tape, and when we'd spar, we'd stand around and hold hands so that people wouldn't be falling everywhere. When they'd get sweaty, they'd slip and fall and go through the wall, and I can remember there's one heavy bag hanging in the corner. You couldn't even work around it. It was hanging so close to the corner. But when you really want something, you don't need all the fanciest things. You don't need the latest technology. Like I said, all you need is this and this. So I know a lot of you when I say that I'm going to win November 6th, because I am going to win November 6th, that you don't believe me. But let me explain something to y'all. All of you who tell me what I can't do and blah, blah, blah bullshit, a lot of you live believable lives, and you've accomplished believable things. But you see, when I sat down on this, I promised myself that I was going to run this all the way to the top, where I had no problem crashing and burning and dying on the way. So when I set out to live an unbelievable life and accomplish unbelievable things. So I don't need you guys to believe in me when I say what I say. Matter of fact, I want you to keep doing what you're doing and keep not believing in me, because you're the very reason that I'm here. And like I said, I know that sounds silly to y'all, but you should have seen how silly the faces looked when I beat Jerry Odom to win the Golden Glove National. Somebody who was in the finals of all 3 national tournaments that year, knocking everybody out. He was
Jerry
the
Odom,
boogeyman, right? And you should have seen how silly your faces look. And I mean, a lot of you boxing writers, everybody who's going to be seeing this on YouTube and social media, you remember what you said Jose Uzcategui was going to do to me? You said he was going to dog walk me. And what happened? He got his ass dog walked. And he got set on his ass twice. So Miguel Cotto's brother can make you do the chicken dance, but I can't? Yeah, okay. Again, I don't need you guys to believe in me. I've been doing it my whole life. So mark my words, November 6th, you will hear the words, and the new undisputed super middleweight. The only difference is right after that, you'll hear the words, and still undefeated. Mark my words. That's funny? You think that's funny?
A little bit.
Yeah? Well, keep laughing. You keep laughing, motherfucker, because you know when you're going to find out? Real soon. And you know when you're going to find out? The same time everybody else found out. And you know when that was? You know when they found out? When it was too late. That's when they found out. And that's exactly when you're going to find out. Mark my words. You bitch. And you a bitch, too. You know the only difference between you and him is he's a fat-ass bitch and you a bitch. What the fuck you going to do? Fuck you. And you a drug cheat. And you a drug cheat. So tell me something. Tell me something. Oscar Valdez can pop positive for something and not get suspended for 6 months, but he can pop positive for something and get suspended.
Don't make
for 6 months,
excuses.
but somehow
Don't
he
make
ain't a drug
excuses
cheat.
before the
You're
fight.
a cheater.
Don't make
You're a
excuses
cheater.
before
You
the
went to
fight.
trial. You got suspended for 6 months. You're a
Say
cheater.
whatever you say.
Fuck you.
See you November 6th.
Suck my dick.
You're going to see something special on you. And feel.
You're going to find out same time all the rest of them find out.
I'm never going to say motherfucker after this in another Canelo video. I don't want to get punched in the eye. Hold on, I'm going to fast forward. Now listen, if you don't know, I told you before, I always get excited when Brian Custer come up because he brings a whole canister of gasoline. Now watch him. He going to start going crazy with it. Watch this shit. Hold on. By the way, take a time out, like the video, subscribe. I know I got to keep asking you guys, unless you want to give me some super chat. You want to give me some money? At least you can do is like the video or dislike it. I don't care. But once Brian Custer comes up, yo, it ain't no joke. But yeah, word to the wise. Canelo don't like motherfucker. He take it personally. Like, don't say it. And I've been saying it in my videos for years. Don't say motherfucker. He don't, I'm telling you.
Here we go.
Listen in, it's about to get good. We in overtime.
Thank you, Jimmy. Canelo, Caleb, welcome back. Last time we saw Caleb on Showtime was September of 2017. Last time we saw Canelo on Showtime pay-per-view was July of 2014. So it's been a while. Welcome back. Let's get right into it. I guess the first question here, let's answer what happened here today. What, Caleb, in a face-off would make you guys want to take swings at one another?
Because he's a bitch. First off, all we was doing is staring at each other. He had something to say. I had something to say. He's going to beat me. I'm going to beat him. And then, he did what he did. So you have to ask him that question.
Canelo, what would make you guys want to take swings at each other on just a
He
face-off?
can say whatever he wants to me, but not to my mom.
Bro, he wasn't
Because I'm
talking
gonna
about your
fuck
mom, bro.
out everybody to say something to my mom. And he swing freeze. I just push him, but he swing freeze. And just, I do what I do.
Let's get to the obvious question. What would it mean to you? What would it mean to your legacy to be the first undisputed super?
Thanks for the super chat, Matt. Don't say motherfucker in a 5-mile radius of Canelo. Yeah, I'm not saying it no more. Apparently, it's like more derogatory down in Mexico. I'm not saying it no more after this video. I'm gonna try not to. Thanks for the super chat, Matt.
Super middleweight champion of the world.
For me, it's history. It's history for Mexico, for everybody on my team, and to be able to be the first Mexican to undisputed fighter. So it's great for my career.
Caleb, same question. I mean, you would be the first. What would that mean to you? What would that mean to your legacy?
It would mean a lot. I've dedicated a lot to this sport. I've sacrificed a lot for this sport. And, I've been doing this a long time. So it would just be my life's work coming down to one moment. And it would etch my name in the history books forever, which is the reason I'm doing this. It's not for money. It's not to get attention or to be famous. I want my name in those history books. And that's why I'm here.
Let's get this out of the way because, as you mentioned, when Oscar Valdez got punished for coming up positive for banned substance, Caleb, you tweeted, quote, Eddie and Canelo deserve bitch of the year. All of them are suspect. Everything out of that camp is intentional. They have the knowledge, the experience to know better, the resources to have the best in whatever they want. But tacos, beef, and tea is always the reason. Get the F out of here. People don't take this stuff out of confidence. They take it out of fear. I said what I said. I stand by it. So F whoever don't like it. The people in the sport know what's up, but they're the ones who don't speak up or the ones who just cheat just like them.
Yeah, I think that, that's too apparent in our sport today. This is a dangerous enough sport for people to be popping positive for things. And, by the way, I don't think he got punished. So, but yeah, there's no room for that in our sport. Cheating, that's not, people don't cheat out of confidence. People cheat out of fear. And, he went to trial and he got suspended for 6 months. So it is what it is. He's a cheater.
You think Canelo's a cheater?
Did he get suspended for 6 months?
He did.
Okay. Did he test positive? So you don't have to ask me. It's not a, well, he said he is and he said he ain't. It's not up for discussion. It's not what I say. I'm not making this up. I'm not, I don't want this to be in our sport, so this ain't something that I want. It's not what I said. It's what the commission said. It's what the banned substance list said. So you can't take that up with me. You have to take that up with him.
Eddie, I'll let you respond to that first because he mentioned you as well. What's your response?
Simplemente yo no soy quien rige el boxeo, yo solamente soy un entrenador y así como él y él como lo dice, hay muchas perras que hablan y ladran nomás, no por bravas, porque tienen hambre. Esa es la verdad. Muchas gentes como él hablan y desprestigian no nada más a los entrenadores, a los boxeadores, al deporte, a un país entero que está detrás de un deportista o de un entrenador. Simplemente las cosas las dejo y las tomo de quien vienen. Al final todo sale a la luz. Los buenos deportistas siempre van a ser buenos deportistas y los maricones como que siempre se esconden detrás de las pinches redes sociales, pero a ver si el día del 6 de noviembre se puede esconder. Y la verdad me tiene sin cuidado porque es uno más o uno de los pocos que hablan mierda y que nomás se esconden detrás de las redes sociales.
Well, there's a lot of people that hide from the social media point of view and say things, but then they don't put up. Some are bitches in this sport, and they want to take down a whole country, and also a great sports athlete that represents a country, like in Canelo's thing, and they talk a lot of shit. So,
porque un cabrón que tiene huevos se pone a hacer las cosas por él y no empieza a hablar pendejadas de toda la gente, que se dediquen y que hablen las cosas y que trabajen y que se pongan a entrenar y que ganen peleas y que le echen huevos, no nada más que estén como los pinches culones que nomás están hablando.
Well, there in a couple of bad words, he basically said, you need to work hard, and you need to have the balls to work as hard as they do to have this event. So
I have the balls to work hard without testing positive for illegal substance. Why don't you have the balls to work hard without testing positive for illegal substance? The question was about the drugs, and the only thing you've talked about is blah, 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 bullshit, sweeping under the rug.
Shut the fuck up.
Or what? Or what?
You will see November 6th.
Or what? All right, then wait November 6th and shut the fuck up.
You know what?
So how about this? Let's wrap it up with this.
You know for what?
Let's wrap it up with this. For all the people who pay their hard-earned money, put down money for pay-per-view, they're coming November 6th to Las Vegas. They're paying their hard-earned money on Showtime pay-per-view to see you guys fight. Caleb, what can you guarantee these people they're going to get on November 6th?
Run
said, you're
and
gonna hear the
run
words,
and
and
run
new.
and run.
And still undefeated.
Canelo, what can you guarantee the people they're going to get on November 6th?
I'm going to knock out this guy. Less than eight rounds. Easy.
Folks, it is for the undisputed super middleweight championship of the world. It will be the first 168-pound undisputed champion in the sport
I
of
will
boxing.
be.
Thank you for coming out. Gentlemen, best of luck. We'll see you all November 6th.
Muchas gracias a todos. Te doy una disculpa por el inconveniente.
And I cut you off, but I'm saying you cut
That was intense. That got the blood boiling, so it's going to be likely $79.99. It hasn't been announced yet. The lowest it'll probably be is $74.99 on pay-per-view. No overseas deal yet, meaning we don't know where it's going to be broadcast in the UK or anywhere. The undercard, not even any rumors of who's going to be on the undercard. I've been trying to find some names. That next week is another potential Canelo opponent where you're going to have David Benavidez taking on Jose Uzcategui. Also, the final time I'm going to ask you in the video down below in the description box is the WBC channel app that I'm going to be working with, powered by the Vive Network. You may even see some exclusive Canelo content on there in the future, sometime before the fight. What we're going to do now is listen to Caleb Plant interview after the press conference, talking about the cut is just a cut, and it was probably from his sunglasses being pressed up against his face. But what we did see, we did watch it on the replay, and he did smack Canelo. You know, Canelo kind of dipped it a little bit. You know, Canelo hit him with, seeing, you know, I don't know, you know, like, you know, it could have been a punch. We couldn't really see, but nonetheless, it's not a good look. You getting cut at a press conference, no matter how it happens. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern, Deontay Wilder is having a virtual live media Zoom. That's going to be interesting. Now, let me tell you something. Deontay Wilder media calls are legit. They're interesting. They're not boring, because once he goes off into his tangents, start getting biblical and giving death threats, you're in for some A-class quality content right here, right there. Let's listen to Caleb Plant before we go ahead and get out of here for the day. Thursday is the final press conference for Anthony Joshua versus Alexander Usyk. Going to be covering that card this weekend, but that's Thursday morning, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time because of the UK time difference. We're going to be here at the same time on Friday for the weigh-in. Then I'm covering the whole card in UFC 266. Also Thursday, we're also going to be here for the UFC 266 press conference. So we busy as shit around here. Take your time out, like the video, subscribe. Thank you for watching. We're going to listen to Caleb Plant talk a little bit more, and then we're going to get up out of here.
There he is.
There's the champ. There's the IBF champion, the unbeaten Caleb Plant. Brian Campbell and Luke Thomas here. Caleb, can you tell us what was said when you and Canelo Álvarez went face-to-face at the front of the dais?
Hold on. I have to do my part. I also put all the ticket information down below in the description box as well. You know, one of the next videos we're going to do sometime in the next couple of weeks. Listen, I think that this little fisticuffs right here is going to help sell the fight. You know, we got some content. Also expect for them to do all access, which is going to be for mature audiences. We got some content. The very first episode of All Access usually premieres about 3 or so weeks before the fight. But trust me, as soon as I get the information, I'm going to do a video as I cover every single episode of All Access. All right, let me shut the fuck up, motherfucker. Ooh.
Before the start of this press conference that led to the shoving and the punching?
Just normal back and forth banter. I'm going to win, you're going to win. Or I'm going to beat you, no, I'm going to beat you. Or, all right, you're going to see. And then, you know, whatever happened. So.
How is your cheek, Caleb? It looks like there's a cut and now a Band-Aid over it. Is it just a small cut or anything more serious?
Yeah, it's just a small cut. It's from my sunglasses. I have my sunglasses on, so you know, when whatever happened, you know, it just scratched my cheek. So
what do you make of their reaction? It seems like bringing up the issues with the clenbuterol with Canelo Álvarez and obviously what happened with Oscar Valdez seemed to get under their skin.
Well, if it's not true, then, you know, what's there to be mad about, right?
Certainly, yeah. I would agree. Yeah, go ahead, BC.
Caleb, how much do you think this does to bring attention to this fight and really, I know it's not something you're focused on, but raise your name value and your star heading into what, you know, is going to go down as the biggest fight of the year on paper here for all 4 super middleweight world titles?
Well, you just said it. It's none of my concern. I'm focused on November 6th. I'm locked in. I'm focused. And come November 6th, you'll see me crowned as the first undisputed super middleweight.
Were you surprised at some of Canelo's statements today and some of his reactions? Anything about it take you by surprise?
No, I'm not really surprised by anything that happens in boxing at this point. So, like I said, I'm not worried or concerned with what he's got going on or what he's doing. I'm focused on, you know,
there was a lot you said early on about this being a story that a lot of folks can't understand. Can you explain what this would mean to win this championship, right, to unify these titles? Is there any way to describe how significant a sporting moment that would be for you?
I mean, it would be my life's work coming down to one moment. You know, I've dedicated my life to the sport. I'm a disciplined fighter. I've done everything right. I've cut no corners. And November 6th, you're going to see the product of that.
Álvarez, your toughest opponent?
I don't know. November 6th, when the bell rings, we'll find out. You know, styles make fights. And I'm supremely confident going this fight. I know I'm going to get my hand raised, so if you want to see, tune in
Caleb,
November
as we
6th.
close here, this got us super excited, obviously, for November 6th to see what happens when this goes down. How much do you believe this may play into your hands as the boxer, as the matador, to poke the bear and get him coming at you for seeking revenge?
I don't know. I don't get caught up in that. I'm focused on the game plan. I'm focused on the task at hand, and that's going in there and doing what I do best. So come November 6th, you guys tune in. You're going to see a show, and you're going to see the first ever undisputed super middleweight in boxing history.
Wait to check this thing out. Luke Thomas,
thanks for your time, Caleb.
What's your biggest takeaway from hearing from?
All right, I'm going to get up out of here. I'm going to upload this in shorter forms after this video is over, for those who just want to see, what went down. Remember, tomorrow I'm going to be here for the Wilder Zoom press conference, going to be live. Wilder's going to be talking to the media, asking questions. His first in-depth, media interviews in, since before the second fight. So we're going to be here streaming that. Please take your time out, like the video, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at T Street Controversy, on Facebook at T Street Controversy, and on Instagram at T Street Controversy. Thanks for watching. Like the video, subscribe.